Have you ever imagined a place where everyone descends from one man? Or an island that served as Napoleon Bonaparte's final refuge? Picture a world so remote the nearest hospital is 2,000 miles away. These islands hold legendary tales, secrets, and mysteries that defy imagination. Stay tuned as we take you on a thrilling journey to uncover the 10 most isolated islands on Earth, places unlike anything you've ever known. Number 1. St. Helena. A tiny, remote island in the South Atlantic has a history as fascinating as it is isolated. Located in the South Atlantic Ocean, it's over 1,200 miles from the nearest land and 2,000 miles from Africa. Discovered by the Portuguese in 1502, it became a vital stop for ships crossing vast oceans. The British claimed it in the 1600s, transforming it into a strategic naval base. Its most famous chapter came in 1815, when Napoleon Bonaparte was exiled here, spending his final days in solitude. For centuries, its remoteness shaped its story, a haven for explorers, prisoners, and even rare wildlife. Today, St. Helena stands as a living relic of history, steeped in mystery and untouched beauty. In the old days, the only way to reach St. Helena was by ship, and voyages could take weeks or months. Today, it's more accessible thanks to a small airport, but flights are infrequent, keeping its isolated charm intact. Because everything is imported, life on St. Helena is expensive. Basic goods and food items are costly, making it a challenging place for everyday living. Education is limited but decent, with local schools providing primary and secondary education, though higher studies often require leaving the island. The population, just over 4,000, includes locals, often called saints, and expats. Tourism is small but growing, with visitors drawn to its natural beauty, hiking trails, and historical sites. It's a quiet, unique destination, offering a glimpse into a life far removed from the modern world. Number 2. Pitcairn Island. Pitcairn Island is one of the world's most isolated places, located in the South Pacific, halfway between New Zealand and South America. It's tiny, rugged, and home to just around 60 people. Descendants of the infamous mutineers of the British ship HMS Bounty and their Tahitian companions, who settled here in 1790 after setting their captain adrift. The isolation and lack of resources keep the population small, with many leaving for better opportunities. The culture on Pitcairn blends British and Polynesian traditions. The islanders are known for their woodcarving skills, creating intricate sculptures and crafts from local wood to sell to visitors or online. There's no airport, so the only way to reach Pitcairn is by taking a long boat journey from New Zealand or Tahiti, which adds to its mystique. Life here is simple but challenging. Education is basic, with one small school serving the community. The younger generation often leaves for education or work abroad, raising concerns about the island's future. Food is mostly grown or fished locally, supplemented by occasional supply ships. Healthcare is limited to a basic clinic, with serious cases requiring evacuation. Pitcairn is a place like no other, remote, mysterious, and a relic of maritime history. Number 3. Palmerston Island. Palmerston Island is a tiny atoll in the Cook Islands, which is home to just about 50 people, all descendants of one man, William Marsters, who settled there in the 1860s with his Polynesian wives. Remarkably, the entire population today belongs to his extended family, making it one of the most unique communities on Earth. Life here is incredibly isolated and self-reliant. There are no stores, banks, or even restaurants. The islanders depend on supply ships that arrive only a few times a year, bringing essential goods. Water comes from rainwater collected in tanks, and electricity is powered by solar panels, available for only a few hours daily. Healthcare is basic, with no hospital or doctor on the island. Serious medical emergencies require evacuation to Rarotonga, which is hundreds of miles away. Life on Palmerston is simple and community-centered. Fishing, coconut farming, and tourism sustain the locals. The island's discovery is credited to Captain James Cook in 1774, but it was William Marsters who claimed it as his home. Despite the challenges, the family has preserved a unique way of life, dependent on nature, resilience, and their shared legacy. It's a world untouched by modern chaos, yet full of its own struggles. Number 4. Tristan da Cunha Island. Tristan da Cunha is the world's most remote inhabited island, has a population of about 250 people. Located in the South Atlantic Ocean, over 1,500 miles from South Africa, it's an isolated volcanic outcrop. The residents, mostly descended from a few British settlers and shipwreck survivors, live as a close-knit community, almost like one big extended family. Life here is simple, yet tough. People rely on farming, fishing, and selling stamps or souvenirs to sustain themselves. There's a small medical clinic, but serious cases require evacuation, which is challenging due to storms and harsh winters. In 1961, a volcanic eruption forced the entire population to evacuate to the UK. However, they returned, unwilling to abandon their homeland. Tristan is famous for its isolation, stunning landscapes, and resilient community spirit. Despite the challenges, the islanders have built a life deeply connected to their rugged surroundings. Tristan da Cunha, discovered in 1506 by Portuguese explorer Tristan da Cunha, became a British territory in 1816. Its isolation made it a naval outpost and later a refuge for settlers and shipwreck survivors. Women play a crucial role in this tight-knit community, preserving traditions, raising families, and contributing to farming and fishing. Their resilience has been vital, especially during challenges like the 1961 volcanic eruption. Tristan's history is one of survival, community, and the enduring strength of its people. Number 5. Socotra Island. Socotra Island is located in the Arabian Sea, off the coast of Yemen. It's one of the most unique and isolated places on Earth. Known for its bizarre, otherworldly landscape, Socotra is home to plants and animals found nowhere else, like the dragon's blood tree, which looks like something from a fantasy world. The island has been largely untouched by modern development, preserving its ancient ecosystem. The island's isolation and unique climate have allowed for the development of an extraordinary ecosystem. Socotra's flora is particularly notable, with over 300 species of plants that are endemic to the island. One of its most iconic plants is the Dracana cinnabari, or dragon's blood tree, which has a distinctive umbrella-shaped canopy. The tree's red sap, once believed to be the blood of dragons, has been historically used for medicinal and dye purposes. Socotra's fauna is equally remarkable, with various endemic species of birds, reptiles, and insects. Notably, the island is home to the Socotra starling, Socotra warbler, and the giant tortoise. The island's isolated location and minimal human development have helped preserve its pristine environment. On Socotra Island, the main language spoken is Socotri, a unique language related to ancient Arabic. The islanders are deeply connected to their environment, with a strong belief in preserving their unique ecosystem for future generations. Many Socotrans see their isolated home as a treasure and work to protect its rare plant and animal species from outside threats and environmental damage. Number 6. Easter Island. Easter Island, or Rapa Nui, is a small island in the Pacific Ocean, located about 2,300 miles off the coast of Chile. It's famous for its massive stone statues, called moai, which were built between 1400 and 1650 by the island's Polynesian inhabitants. These statues were thought to represent ancestors and served to protect and honor the island's leaders. Easter Island's history took a tragic turn when its people overexploited the island's resources. The large trees used to transport the moai statues were cut down, leading to deforestation. Without trees, the islanders struggled to maintain their agriculture and boat building, which led to societal collapse. By the time Europeans arrived in the 18th century, the island's population had dramatically declined, and many moai were toppled in conflicts. Today, Easter Island is a symbol of both human creativity and the consequences of environmental destruction. The island still faces challenges with conservation and preserving its unique heritage. Number 7. Caroline Island, Kiribati. Caroline Island, part of Kiribati, is known for its pristine beauty and remote location in the Central Pacific Ocean. It's famous for its untouched white sand beaches, vibrant coral reefs, and diverse marine life, making it a hidden gem for nature lovers. Historically, the island was used for guano mining and later military purposes during World War II. Today, it's known for its environmental significance, but rising sea levels threaten its delicate ecosystem and future existence. Caroline Island is located in the Central Pacific Ocean, part of the Kiribati archipelago. It's one of the most isolated places on Earth, with no infrastructure or tourism, making it untouched and pristine. However, like many low-lying islands, Caroline Island faces the looming threat of rising sea levels due to climate change. This poses a significant risk as the island is barely above sea level, and rising waters could submerge it completely, displacing any life there. The loss of this unique ecosystem would also impact its rich biodiversity, including coral reefs and marine species. Number 8. Palawan. Palawan, an archipelago in the Philippines, is famous for its stunning beauty and diverse ecosystems. Located in the western part of the country, it consists of over 1,700 islands, with Puerto Princesa as its capital. Known for crystal-clear waters, white sand beaches, and rich biodiversity, Palawan is often called one of the world's most beautiful islands. It's home to famous attractions like the UNESCO-listed underground river El Nido's limestone cliffs and Coron's Wawutu Rex. The island also hosts indigenous communities and focuses on ecotourism, conservation, and sustainable development. Its remote location helps preserve its natural beauty, making it a top destination for nature lovers. Number 9. Lord Howe Island, Australia. Lord Howe Island, located about 700 kilometers east of Australia, is a UNESCO World Heritage Site known for its stunning natural beauty and biodiversity. This volcanic island, formed 7 million years ago, spans 11 kilometers in length and is home to dramatic landscapes, including Mount Gower and Mount Lidgebird. The island's unique wildlife includes the endemic Lord Howe Island phasmid, a giant stick insect, and the woodhen, along with vibrant coral reefs and marine life, making it a top destination for diving and snorkeling. With strict visitor limits, capped at 400, Lord Howe Island is carefully protected to preserve its pristine environment. It offers ecotourism experiences such as hiking, birdwatching, and water sports. Despite its remote location, it's a peaceful getaway, attracting nature lovers and adventurers. Its unspoiled beauty and rare ecosystems make it one of the most beautiful islands in the world. Number 10. Savage Islands. The Savage Islands are an uninhabited group of Portuguese islands in the North Atlantic Ocean, situated 160 kilometers north of Madeira. They include two main islands, Selvagem Grande and Selvagem Pequena, along with smaller islets. These rocky, steep islands have little soil and are difficult to access. Since 1971, the islands have been a protected nature reserve. The surrounding waters are rich in marine life, with various fish species, dolphins, and whales. The island's vegetation supports small animals and insects, and they are crucial for marine research. Due to their remote location and ecological value, access to the islands is limited to scientific research and conservation activities. They are part of Portugal's Natura 2000 network, dedicated to protecting Europe's most valuable habitats.